Let's begin here. Treasury is meeting ratings agencies today to discuss the budget. There's been mixed reaction to the plan. Some are saying Finance Minister Tito Mboweni's speech failed to address fundamental issues facing South Africa. Others have applauded, I should say, saying that it is a more inclusive budget. For more reaction, we're joined by the Black Business Council's CEO, Kganki Matabane. Mr. Matabane, thank you very much for your time. I think firstly, let's talk about Eskom because it has been much of the talking point. The 23 billion rand over the next 3 years. What's your sense in how the finance minister and I suppose the government in general is trying to help along this troubled entity?
Thank you very much, Tuli, for inviting us to our studios. Firstly, we, as the Black Business Council, we welcome the budget. The budget, you must understand the context of when the budget was made. The budget was done in a very, very difficult environment. The economy globally is not growing. South Africa, there's so much unemployment, so much inequality. So the analogy that is used is that when a patient is in ICU, what do? You wake up the patient and say, go and run, or you stabilize the patient first, and then after the patient is stable, then you can take the patient to perform the duties that the patient is supposed to do. Coming to Eskom, Eskom is extremely, extremely important to fail. If Eskom fails, goes down, it takes the entire country and the entire economy down. So it has to also be, the support has to be understood from that context that we can't allow, as a country, we can't allow Eskom to fail. If we do that, we will be doomed as a country. So the minister is assisting it, but with conditions. For example, the chief, I don't know I can't remember
You're talking about the chief reorganization officer.
Yes, that's one of the conditions, because that person will come from probably National Treasury, who's going to make sure that all the conditions that the government has on the support are implemented. And that person will report directly to the Minister of Finance. So there will be regular updates to ensure that the money that has been given to Eskom is being used for the right reasons. Maintenance is very, very critical to do proper maintenance so that the lights can be kept on. If the lights are not on, imagine if you want to invest, for example, you want to build a smelter. You start to think twice, but can I get guarantee of supply?
I want to move you swiftly along, Mr. Matabane, and talk business. The minister yesterday has allocated 481 million rand to small to medium enterprises. A good place to start?
Yeah, it's a good start. The incubation is a good start to say let's support small businesses. But that is not the only solution. The solution that our members need are basically two main issues. Access to funding. When you want to buy a business or when you start your own business, you need funding. You need access to funding. And then that is a bit scarce. The National Empowerment Fund was started specifically to provide that funding, but they have not been capitalized for some times. So we'll have expected that at least the National Empowerment Fund will have been given more money to then fund members. Because after incubation, you need to grow. For you to grow, you need more funding. But also on the other side, you need access to the market. Otherwise, you're going to become an incubation forever. You need to say, if I'm selling tomatoes tomorrow, I must be able to get the market where I can then take my tomatoes to.
Talk to me about the Black Business Council's relationship with business bodies like BUSA and Business Leadership South Africa. In particular, I think Business Unity South Africa. How is that relationship? Has it been mended since your fallout?
Yeah, we do have a working relationship where it's necessary, as and when we do cooperate.
That doesn't give
we cooperate on many structures.
Exactly where does that relationship stand? Because Business Unity South Africa is who you find expression through at NEDLEC, isn't it?
Yeah, we are busy making our own application as Black Business Council to NEDLAC, and BUSA have expressed their support to that process. So we can coexist. Like if you look at NEDLAC, there are, from labor's point of view, you find that there are 3 labor organizations at NEDLAC representing various constituencies, and we believe that we can coexist with BUSA and have representatives that are representing BUSA and representatives that are representing black business, because there will be instances where issues of black business are peculiar to black business. They may not necessarily find expression somewhere else.
All right, Mr. Kganki Matabane, I think that's where we're going to leave it for the time being. Thank you very much for making a time to talk to us. He is the CEO of the Black Business Council.